What if in 10 years you could go back and force yourself to move today? Not to run marathons or become an athlete, just to climb stairs without pain, to be able to get up from a chair effortlessly, to not depend on anyone when you simply need to tie your shoes. Sometimes the body doesn't send loud signals. It gives silent warnings, a knee that clicks, a step that shortens, a hand that no longer grips like before. We ignore it. We think it's normal. It's just age. But the truth is, every muscle you don't use, you lose. Every day you spend without moving is a day your body weakens more than you think. And the problem isn't the now, it's the later. In 10 years you might look back and wish with all your strength that you had done something, that you had strengthened your legs, that you had cared for your back, that you had trained your balance before your first fall. But by then, it would be too late. The good news is that day hasn't come yet. You still have time. In this video, I'm going to show you 6 simple, accessible, and safe exercises you can do from home without machines or gyms. Exercises proven to be key to maintaining independence, avoiding injuries, reducing pain, and aging with dignity and strength. These are not trendy exercises. They are not empty tips. They are movements your body needs and will deeply thank you for in a decade. Some will take only 5 minutes a day, but their impact on your health is immeasurable. So if you want to keep walking firmly, if you want to keep getting up without help, if you want your body to accompany you without complaining for many more years, stay with me, because this video might give you exactly the motivation you needed to start. Before continuing, tell me in the comments, how old are you today? And from where are you watching this video? I'd love to read your answers and know who's on the other side of the screen. Kijk. There is a silent, dangerous belief that many people accept without question, that aging means getting weaker, that it's normal to have pain, that it's natural not to move like before, that after a certain age, one just sits and waits for the body to decide when to stop working. But that's not entirely true. The truth is that age alone doesn't destroy muscles. It doesn't erase strength. It doesn't steal balance. What does is inactivity, sedentarism, the habit of leaving for tomorrow what the body needs today. Did you know that a person can lose up to 40% of their muscle strength between 60 and 80 years old if they don't move regularly? Not because of illness, not because of an accident, simply because they don't use their body. Think about this. Your body is like a bank account. Every movement is a small deposit. Every exercise, every walk, every stretch is an investment in your future. But if you stop making deposits, there comes a time when the balance isn't enough. You get out of bed and feel your legs no longer respond. You try to reach something on the shelf and your shoulder betrays you. And then you start depending on others. I know someone who experienced this firsthand. His name was Alfredo. He was 65 when he retired and decided to enjoy life from the armchair. At first he felt good, but little by little, without realizing it, he stopped being able to walk more than a few meters without getting tired. His back started hurting every time he bent down. He lost strength in his hands. When he wanted to start moving again, it was already too late. Every attempt exhausted him. Every exercise was torture. He told me, if 5 years ago I had done even a little, I wouldn't be like this today. I never forgot that sentence. And that's why I'm telling you this today. Moving is not optional. It's not a luxury or a hobby. It's a necessity, as vital as eating or sleeping. You don't need to exercise for an hour every day. You don't need to run or lift huge weights. You just need to move. Activate your body. Remind your muscles you're still here, that you still use them, that you need them. The benefits are immense. More energy, less pain, better sleep, better mood, less risk of falls, more independence. And the best part? You can still start today, and your body will respond. It always does, even if years have passed. So before I show you the 6 exercises that will make the biggest difference in the coming years of your life, keep this in mind. It's not age that stops you. It's lack of movement. and you still have time to change that. Mike. If there is one muscle group that defines your independence, it's your legs. When your legs are strong, you can move freely. You can stand up on your own. You can walk without fear, climb stairs, go for a walk, carry your grocery bags. But when they start failing, everything else falls with them. In fact, many studies have shown something very powerful. The strength of your legs is one of the best predictors of how long and with what quality of life you will live. Why? Because legs don't just support your body. They also maintain your balance, protect your joints, stabilize your spine, and make it possible for you to be autonomous. Have you wondered why so many older people suffer falls? It's not always because of tripping. Often it's due to weak legs that no longer respond like before. And the problem with a fall at a certain age isn't just the impact. Often after a fall, one never walks the same again. And sometimes, one never walks again at all. That's why the first exercise I propose is very simple, but tremendously powerful. Sitting down and standing up from a chair. Not just once, several times, with control, calmly, without using your hands if possible. Find a firm chair, without wheels and without very soft cushions. Sit with your back straight, feet firmly on the floor. From there, push yourself up using only your legs. Then lower yourself carefully, without dropping down. Too difficult? You can use the armrests at first. Too easy? Do it slower or repeat more times. The goal is to do it every day. Start with 5 repetitions, then 10, then 15. This exercise activates the muscles of the thighs, glutes, and abdomen. It strengthens the stability of knees and hips, improves circulation, and above all, it trains you for the most important thing, getting up on your own. I met a lady named Marta. She was 73 when she began to feel that getting up from the couch was getting harder and harder. At first, she started leaning on her arms. Then she needed to push off with her hands on her knees, until one day, she couldn't get up without help. She told me, "I didn't fall, but it was like my body gave up overnight." But it wasn't overnight. It was little by little, because she didn't move those legs when she still could. Today, with simple exercises like this, Marta has regained part of her strength. Not completely, but now she can sit and stand up by herself again. And for her, that's worth more than any medicine. Do this exercise every day, even if it's just a few minutes, because as long as you can get up by yourself, you are still the master of your life. Tag. Exercise 2. Balance. Standing on one foot, walking in a straight line. Balance is one of those things we don't appreciate until we start to lose it. It's not something that disappears overnight. There is no alarm. One day you trip, another day you stagger when you turn around. Then you avoid certain movements out of fear of falling, until one day you really fall. And then everything changes. Falling at 70 or 80 is not like falling at 20. At that age, a simple stumble can mean a fracture, hospitalization, loss of mobility. And the saddest part is that many of those falls aren't due to something sudden, but due to balance that has been disappearing, without anyone noticing. But here's the good news. Balance can be trained, it can be recovered, and it can be maintained for many years if you work on it in time. The second exercise you should do every day if you can is simply to stand on one foot. It sounds easy, but it's not so simple. Try it right now. Stand straight, next to a wall or chair for safety. Slowly lift one leg and try to balance only on the other. How many seconds can you hold without support? The goal is to reach 10 seconds on each leg. If you can't at first, that's okay. Use a hand to help. Do it every day. Your body will learn, your muscles will adapt, and your balance will start to strengthen. When this becomes easy, move to the next level. Walking in a straight line. Imagine a rope on the ground. Place one foot directly in front of the other, heel to toe, and walk slowly forward. Keep your gaze forward. If you wobble, stop, breathe, and try again. This exercise not only improves your balance, but also your coordination and concentration. A very useful home test to assess your balance is this. Stand up, close your eyes, and remain still for 5 seconds. Do you wobble? Do you feel like you need to open your eyes immediately? Then your balance needs urgent attention. I'll tell you a story that marked me. Don Ernesto, a neighbor of my mother, was 79 years old. He had always been a steady man, walking with a sure step. But he began to feel a little clumsy, saying it was the shoes or the age. One night, when he got up to go to the bathroom, he lost his balance and fell. Nobody saw him. He was on the floor for more than an hour, until his daughter arrived in the morning. The hip fracture took him to the hospital, then a long recovery. And he never walked without help again. He told me, "I didn't know I was losing my balance. If I had known earlier. But you know now, and you can do something about it. You don't need expensive equipment, just your body and a few minutes a day. Training your balance is one of the wisest decisions you can make today to protect your independence tomorrow." Day. Exercise 3. Arm strength, pushing, lifting light weights. Have you ever tried to open a jar and realized you can't do it like before? Have you felt that carrying a grocery bag leaves you sore, as if you'd lifted stones? These little signs are silent screams from your body. They're not there to annoy you. They're there to warn you. You are losing strength, and with it, your independence. After 60, arm strength is not just a matter of being fit. It's a matter of autonomy. Raising your arms to reach a shelf, opening a heavy door, pushing a chair, a suitcase, a box, supporting yourself if you trip, getting up from the floor if you ever fall. All of that, everything, depends on your arms and shoulders. The problem is, if you don't use them, they atrophy. And no, you don't need to go to a gym. You can start with something as simple as 2 bottles of water. Take one in each hand. If they are half a liter, that's good to start. Stand or sit up straight. Then extend your arms forward at chest height and lower them slowly. Do this about 10 times. Then switch. Raise your arms up as if you want to touch the ceiling and lower them slowly. 10 more times. Is it hard? Perfect. That means you need it. Is it easy? Increase the weight little by little or do more repetitions. Another excellent exercise is pushing against the wall. Stand facing a wall, place your palms on it, and do gentle push-ups as if the wall were the floor. It's perfect for strengthening without harming the joints. If you have elastic bands, even better. Step on them with both feet, hold the ends in your hands, and pull upwards, bending your elbows. This works your biceps, back, and shoulders. And it's not just about muscles. It's about your bones. As we age, bone mass loss is a reality. But there is something that naturally strengthens bones. Strength. Regular muscle work helps maintain bone density and prevent fractures. I'll tell you something I never forgot. Mrs. Carmen, 84 years old, lived alone. One day, her cat knocked something over in the kitchen, and when she bent down to pick it up, she slipped and fell. She was fine, didn't break anything, but what marked her was this: she couldn't get up. She didn't have the strength in her arms to push herself off the floor. She crawled to the chair, tried again and again, and couldn't. Since then, she started training, not to look younger, but to not feel so helpless. She told me, if you can't get up alone, you're not really free. So ask yourself today, can you lift a backpack, push a heavy door, open a jar without difficulty? If not, start. And if yes, maintain it. Because the arms you train today are the ones that will save you tomorrow. In the next part, we'll talk about something even more important: your back and your posture. Because as we age, we don't just get older, we also shrink. And that can be prevented too. Exercise 4, back mobility. Cat-cow, gentle spinal stretches. The back, that place where the body quietly stores the passage of time. It's no coincidence that when the back tightens, everything feels harder. Walking, sleeping, deep breathing, even smiling. Because the back is the axis of your body. And when that axis becomes stiff, your whole life feels it. After 60, back stiffness doesn't appear suddenly. It comes gradually. One day you can't turn easily to look behind you. Another day you feel you can't stretch properly when getting out of bed. And one day you realize you've started to walk hunched over without noticing. But this is not inevitable. The back can stay young if it moves intentionally, not with force, with gentleness, with consistency. One of the most powerful and gentle exercises for the back is called the cat-cow movement. You don't need to be flexible. You just need the desire to care for your body. Here's how to do it. Get on the floor in a hands and knees position. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Inhale deeply as you lift your head and gently arch your back, as if puffing out your chest. Then, as you exhale, lower your head and round your spine like a stretching cat. Do it slowly, feeling each part of your spine. Repeat the movement 10 times, slowly, without forcing anything. If you can't get on the floor, there's a seated version. Sit upright in a chair. Inhale and gently arch your lower back, puffing out your chest. Then exhale and round your spine, bringing your chin to your chest. It's just as effective and much more accessible. After a few days, you'll notice something curious. You'll sleep better. You'll breathe more deeply. Your posture will start to change without you thinking about it. Because the body, when given space, adjusts itself. I want to tell you about Gloria, a 77-year-old woman I met in a mindful movement workshop. She always had back discomfort, not severe, but constant. Pain when sleeping, sitting, walking. She started doing these movements every morning, just 5 minutes. 2 weeks passed, and one day she told me something I never forget. Last night, I slept all night without waking up because of the pain. That hadn't happened in years. It wasn't magic. It was mobility. The back doesn't need big gestures, just small movements, done with love and frequency. So before stiffness becomes part of you, move. Your body will thank you, because there's nothing more rejuvenating than being able to turn freely, stretch when waking up, and feel that you still live inside a body that responds. Exercise 5. Breathing and chest expansion. Conscious deep breathing. Most of us breathe without thinking. We inhale, we exhale, and continue with our day. But what few know is that over the years, we can also age in the way we breathe. Yes, breathing also becomes shorter, shallower, weaker. Not because we can't breathe, but because we stop using our full capacity. And when you breathe poorly, your whole body notices. Your heart works harder, your brain receives less oxygen, sleep is interrupted, and anxiety settles in without us knowing where it comes from. That's why this exercise is so important, because you don't need to move. You just need to breathe. Well, do this with me now, if you can. Sit in a chair, feet firmly on the floor. Place one hand on your abdomen and the other on your chest. Close your eyes if you wish. Now inhale slowly and deeply through your nose and notice your abdomen rising, not your chest. Your abdomen, like when we were babies breathing naturally. Then exhale gently through your mouth as if blowing out a candle very slowly. Do this 5 times, slowly, without rushing. This simple gesture, repeated daily for a few minutes, has profound effects. It improves lung capacity, strengthens respiratory muscles, oxygenates your organs better, and above all, it calms you. Many older adults live with a constant sensation of mild suffocation, not because they're sick, but because their breathing has become small, incomplete. Others live with anxiety, partly born from not breathing well. The body, when not receiving enough oxygen, goes into alert mode, and the mind interprets that as distress. I'll tell you something that moved me. Juan, 79, widower, with insomnia for years. He tried everything: medication, infusions, routines. Nothing seemed to help. Until he started doing conscious breathing every night before bed. 10 minutes, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. No distractions, just his breathing. By the 3rd week, he called me excited. I slept 7 hours straight. I don't remember the last time that happened. And often what we lack is not more medicine, it's more air. So if you're watching this video and feel a bit agitated, have trouble relaxing, sleep poorly, or feel your chest tense, breathe. Breathe deeply, breathe slowly, and do it every day. Because as long as you keep breathing fully, you'll keep living strongly. Now, onto the 6th and final exercise, the most important for protecting your independence and your ability to move freely through the world, strengthening your hips. Kang. Exercise 6, hip flexibility, opening and mobilizing the pelvis. Have you ever noticed your stride has shortened, that climbing stairs isn't as smooth as before, or that when you walk you feel your whole body tense, especially your lower back? Often it's not age, strength, or knees. It's hip stiffness. The hips are the center of our mobility. They are the base of our posture, balance, and ability to walk securely. But over the years, if they're not moved, they close up. They harden. They become limited. And when that happens, 3 problems appear: short, shuffling steps, chronic lower back pain, and loss of balance. Imagine your hips as hinges. If you don't open them, if you don't lubricate them with movement, they rust, and your whole body feels it. That's why this exercise is crucial. And the best part, you can start today, right from a chair. Try this test with me. Sit with a straight back and feet on the floor. Now cross one ankle over the opposite knee. Can you do it easily? Or does your knee float very high and your back curve when you try? That's a home test for your hip flexibility. If you feel tightness, discomfort, or imbalance, it's a clear sign you need to work on that area. Now let's do 2 simple exercises. One seated, with the ankle crossed over the knee. Gently lean forward, keeping your back straight. You'll feel a deep stretch in the hip area. Hold for 20 seconds, then switch legs. One standing. Stand with feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, and make small circles with your pelvis, as if drawing a clock. First clockwise, then counterclockwise. It's a gentle movement, almost like slow dancing, but it activates the deep muscles that stabilize your body. Do this every day, and in a few weeks, you'll notice surprising changes. You'll walk more freely, feel less burdened in your back, and have more confidence moving around. I remember Carmen, an 81-year-old woman. She walked with a cane, not because of lack of strength, but because she felt unstable. One day, her physical therapist told her, "Your hips are so stiff that your body doesn't trust moving." She was given these same exercises. After a month, Carmen walked around her house without a cane. She laughed and said, "Now I just need to learn how to dance again." Don't underestimate your hips. They are the hinge of your freedom. Move them, stretch them, take care of them, because every step you take starts there. And now that we've gone through these 6 exercises, let's close this video with a powerful reflection. What will happen if you decide to do nothing? And what might happen if you decide to start today? Let's explore. Chang, how to incorporate these exercises without overcomplicating things. Now that you know the 6 exercises that can make a difference in how you'll live the next 10 years, you might be thinking, yes, sounds good, but I don't have time, or I'm too old to start something new. And this is where I want to stop you. Because this isn't a gym program. You don't need a membership. You don't need weights, or sportswear, or even an hour free every day. The only thing you need is 5 minutes, and the desire to care for your body a little more each day. The key isn't perfection, it's consistency. You can do balance exercises while waiting for water to boil for tea. You can strengthen your legs while brushing your teeth, with gentle squats using the sink for support. You can stretch your hips while watching TV. Breathe deeply when lying down. Activate your back in the morning before getting out of bed. Small moments, big results, and you don't have to do them all the same day. Choose two. Alternate. Listen to your body, but don't stop moving. I want to tell you about Luis. He's 75, never was an athlete, always said exercise wasn't for him. But 6 months ago, after a minor fall at home, he decided to change something, just something small. He started with 5 minutes every day, just breathing and balance. Then he added hip stretches, then leg strengthening. Today, not only has he not fallen again, but he says he feels more alert, confident, and alive. I never thought so little movement could give me so much, he told me recently. And he was right. What matters isn't how much you do, but that you don't stop. Move when you can, where you can, how you can. Because every minute you dedicate to your body is a gift you give your future self in 10 years. And now, to close this video, I want to leave you with one last reflection. Because maybe you're thinking it's too late. But the truth is, you still have time. You always do. The life you want in 10 years starts today. Imagine your life 10 years from now. You have more wrinkles, maybe whiter hair, but also a strong back, strong legs, a calm heart, and a clear mind. You get up without pain. You walk easily. You can play with your grandchildren, or just go out to enjoy the sun without fear of falling, without worrying about every step, without depending on anyone. That version of you doesn't appear by magic. It appears because of what you do today. Because time will pass anyway. The question is, how do you want it to find you? Your body will either make you pay or thank you. And the wonderful thing is that you don't need great feats. You don't need to become an athlete or spend hours training. You just need to move, a little every day. Take care of what you have. Strengthen what you can. Breathe consciously. Stretch intentionally. Maintain balance in every sense. Think of these exercises as a small daily savings. You're not saving money, you're saving freedom, independence, dignity for your future. It's like putting an invisible coin in the bank of your well-being every time you stretch, breathe, or take a firmer step. It's not about doing more, it's about not stopping. Maybe today you can only do a few reps. Maybe it hurts a little. Maybe you feel it's too late. But it's not. Because if you're listening to this, if you can still move, then you can change something. So start today. Do it for yourself, for the you of tomorrow, for that version of you who wants to keep being free, strong, and alive. And if this video has inspired you, leave me a comment telling me which exercise you'll try first. I'd love to read your comments, support you, and know we're walking together toward a more dignified, stronger, and more you old age.
Thank you for being here.
See you in the next video.